And I look back and I learn from the life of my mother. It has pushed me to understand, to tap into my kingdom within, and how everything I need is already within me because it's connected to the creator who has already placed those answers within me.
Never force it. Faith and persistence are so important. Avoiding resistance when making our choices. I say a prayer and let the universe endorse it. Fortune's a fortune, all in my vortex. Wealth and endorsements, all in my vortex. All in my orbit, I'm changing, I'm morphing. Rise through misfortune, align with my sources and origin. I'm so divine, I'm so aligned.
Hey there, Overcomer, and welcome back to my channel. Do me a favor, please do not forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and share this with someone. This is a message today that is going to bring you so much enlightenment and so much knowledge so that you can stop, perishing due to lack of knowledge. So Spirit has been getting me up the last couple of mornings at 4 a.m. and has been beautiful. I have been absolutely loving it, right? And so I haven't been questioning. I'm like, okay, let me get up. And so I'm excited to know what Spirit wants to share and what message Spirit wants to download so that I can provide to the collective, right? So as I was in my meditation this morning, just listening to Spirit, I was like, okay, Spirit, you brought this to me several times, right? Spirit's like, now it's a time for you to release this message, right? I've showed you the root. A lot of other people need to know the root of what's going on. And so as I'm in my meditation and Spirit is preparing me for this message, how about somebody comment on a TikTok video I had posted a while back, which was so much confirmation where Spirit was like, okay, you don't have that question anymore. Here's your answer, and this is what you need to be sharing. Y'all first take a look at this video, okay?
Now I had to respond to you on this. So let me share more, okay, for people who don't understand and the reason why I did the post I did and why I talk about holistic healing. Well, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer and she passed at 43. So the reason what pushed me to holistic healing and understand that we're not taught how mind, body, and soul is all connected. Well, I remember that when my mother passed, a friend of hers told me that my mother passed of a broken heart. I kind of did a little bit of that, have one of those videos pinned. I understand you said that you asked, are we to live forever? Explain this. See, here's the thing. When my mother died, people told me, oh, she's gone home to Jesus. God knew what was best. It was God's will. But when my mother passed and I was 18 years old, there was such a stirring within me that what those people were telling me was straight up BS. It was not the truth. So I went on my own journey and I did. They told you you're not supposed to question God, but I started to question God and ask why. And then I started to remember my mother friend who told me that my mother died of a broken heart. See, my mother's sickness, that cancer, it came from trauma. It came from hurt. It came from pain because she didn't understand that she needed to deal so she can heal. Because see, we don't understand this holding on is taught from slavery. In slavery, we're told not to talk. We're told not to shut up. We're told to shut up, not to express ourselves. See, my mother continued to call and holler for Jesus to heal her when my mother didn't understand that she is a co-creator and she didn't know the tools that she needed to apply. So for my mother to die at 43, beloved, that was very premature. So with everybody else telling me that it was God's will, it was not her time to go. I've learned that. And now I am being called to be the voice with what I have shared and to help our people to deal so they can heal, so that they can live. Premature death does not have to happen, but we don't have knowledge of that. When is our time to go? Yes, but I know what the Most High has told me concerning my mother. I hope this helps.
So some of you may know or you may be new to my channel, but the video pretty much just shared about my mother. But my mother has actually been my motivation. And for years, I would have dreams about my mother, right? And I did not know that my mother's messages in a dream was pushing me to my purpose. One of the greatest things that my mother taught me was how important it is to deal so we can heal, right? So I'm going to share with you a situation, something that happened to myself. So, first of all, let me just share this. The place that we go, the people who we trust to tell us what's going on with our bodies in order for us to heal, things are not provided to get to the root of a thing. And one of the things that religion has not taught us, and this God construct that we have been given from religion, is as if this God does not want us to know how we really, you know, function according to mind, body, and soul. So a lot of things that I talk about deals with holistic healing, right? But it talks about getting to the root, which are a lot of people that get paid a lot of money and they give you things to put in your mouth, right? That's supposed to bring a healing, but some have side effects that actually bring a killing, right? They're not giving the knowledge of the information to get to the root of the thing. Now, there are some holistic people who are in the same field and they are doing it. So I'm talking about the ones who are not giving a holistic strategy, okay? So first of all, let me just share this with you, okay? Your body is made up of cells, right? So they have given so many things that they call diseases, right? And we must understand that diseases are actually formed from dis-ease. There is a dis-ease to the body. Your body is made of plenty of cells. What do these cells do, okay? I'm reading from my iPad, straight from Google. Cells are the basic building blocks of all living things. The human body is composed of trillions of cells. They provide structure of the body, take in nutrients from food, convert those nutrients into energy, and carry out a specialized function. What Spirit wants me to share today is my own personal story of what happened to me. So when I was about 6 or 7 years old, there was a big knot that appeared on my knee, on my right kneecap, right? My mother had no idea what was going on. We actually thought it was something that came from me going skating. So my mother thought that I had fell and that's what happened because I used to skate a lot when I was a little girl, okay? So went to the doctor. I remember laying in that bed being 7 years old, and y'all, they took this long needle and they put it in my kneecap because the doctor said it was fluid. Long story short, they ran some tests. After I sat there screaming and hollering while they did it, and then the doctor had the nerve to come by and tell me I was brave afterwards. They ran tests to find out that it was not a fluid in my knee. What they actually found out is that it was a tumor. So I actually had to go to Atlanta and I had to have a second surgery because after they found it out, I had a first surgery, but they wanted to make sure they removed everything. All praises to the Most High. It was not cancerous, okay? So what Spirit has downloaded and has been giving me the same message over the years is the root of how that tumor, how it came from some cells that stopped functioning properly was from a molestation. My cells stopped functioning properly when this happened to me, and then there was so much fear within me because the person who I was molested by was someone that was my father's best friend at the time. And I continued to be around this person and nobody knew. This is what we must understand. When you talk about holistic healing, mind, body, spirit, and soul, in order for you to heal, you must deal so you can heal. And that is getting to the root of a thing, okay? So we must understand that our kingdom within, right, is connected to the Creator. It is where we are to receive all the information we need in our spirit. And if we go back and we do the research and we see these places that we go to receive. And so when we really look at the places that we go to receive our healing, it's a temporary fix, right? Which is different from how our ancestors understood what made our body sick and how we are supposed to heal. And a lot of things came from the earth, right? And, you know, you have to do your own research to understand that our ancestors were here and had these answers before they started making all these buildings that make a lot of money. And again, that a lot of people go to when they are sick, right? So we must understand that When there's a dis-ease in the body, things like fear, depression, stress, those things cause our cells not to be able to function. And Spirit has been downloading and sharing with me for so long what happened and how the root of that tumor got inside of my knee. Like, how this dis-ease, from all of this fear, from me being molested, and then again being around this person, and nobody even knew what happened to me. So I'm a psychology major, right? And so I remember one day I was in school and Spirit had already shown me this. And this was about lupus. Spirit had shown me how a lot of people who have been diagnosed with lupus, like they need healing, like something has happened. Something was triggered that caused like the cells to, not function how they're supposed to. Again, we must understand when your cells are not functioning how they're supposed to, that's how disease comes into the body, right? But we are not being taught to get to the root, right? The holistic of the mind, body, spirit, and so how it is all connected. But I never forget when my teacher, and I look back and I learn from the life of my mother, it has pushed me to understand, to tap into my kingdom within, and how everything I need is already within me because it's connected to the Creator who has already placed those answers within me. Well, that's all I have to share in this video. I don't want to make it too long. And as Spirit leads and guides me, I will come back more. Do me a favor. Make sure you guys comment, share, and like. Let me know, how can you relate to this? Are there some things, something has happened to you? Do you keep going to the doctor and they can't find the root, right? And you're given these meds. I want to encourage you to tap into your kingdom within. The Most High wants you to deal so you can heal, want you to know the truth of what is going on with you so you could be a healthier you. And remember, as always, when we change our mind, we'll begin to see our world change around us. I love y'all, and I'm excited and cannot wait to share in the next video. Have a great day on purpose.
All in my voice.